All right, Jack. The first team I want to talk about here, in terms of their future, which I'm very iffy about. We just did a video on it a couple days ago too. Canada, Canada.
Mm,
I'm
okay.
I'm a little iffy on Canada's future here. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's going to go to shit pretty soon. I
Okay.
just really need to kick it into gear. And the fact that the only time they can is the World Cup scares me just a little bit because
So when you're
they've had
saying
ample chances.
future, are we talking like the next 5 years of Canada, or are we talking like a decade?
Let's talk. I mean, let's say the next 5 years or so. The future that matters for now, right?
Okay. The
Decade is a
future that
long time.
matters. Yeah.
Decade,
I mean, World War
yeah,
Three could
yeah.
easily happen in the next decade, and then, well, goodbye channel,
Football has
goodbye
about
everything.
2 years left. Football, yeah, about 2 years left
Probably.
in
Yeah.
sport. Yeah,
2027 Asian Cups probably as far as we're gonna get. So yeah, enjoy these next couple tournaments, guys.
absolutely.
Interesting. So in the immediate future, you're concerned about Canada. I'm not really. Why are you concerned?
Hmm. I think Canada. I might be a little harsh on Canada, but I haven't been that convinced overall. Right? Great Copa America run to the semifinals that deserves the respect it gets. But you look past that. What has really told you that they're going to be good over the next few years? Like they had a poor Nations League, finishing third place over a pretty trash USA side. They just got out of the quarterfinals in the Gold Cup to Guatemala. Yes, red card. Yes, penalties. Blah blah blah. All those things. But still, like there's not much to go off of. And then you have a year, right? Another way to look at it too is you're running out of time a little bit for this golden generation of Canada. Now, young, yes, don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
but I am nervous that we're going to see a little bit of a Belgium kind of situation when it comes to Canada. They have a
Hmm.
really good team, they have all the tools to do it, but they just don't. And then that's all gone. And do you see Belgium winning a Euros or World Cup anytime soon? Not really, not really. That's my worry here.
Interesting. Okay. I do think at the Copa America that Canada was actually quite strong. I think their best games came in the knockouts actually against Venezuela and Uruguay. And even Argentina, like let's be honest, they gave the Argentines a pretty good game twice.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna discredit what they did just because the Chilean national team has fallen into the abyss and they got a red card and we'll never see them again at the World Cup.
yeah,
You said that
yeah.
the Nations League they were pretty poor. I would disagree with that. I actually thought they
Hmm.
got pretty unlucky against Mexico. I mean, you concede in like 45 seconds, a
Yeah,
disaster start. And I thought they kind of were the better team at parts of that game. And then they murdered the U.S. in the third place game, like murdered
yeah,
them, killed them, ran
yeah.
them off the pitch. So I would just classify Canada as underperforming. I'm not sure if I would call them unimpressive. I think there are definitely a lot of really good things that we're seeing, and they have a lot of really good players. So, like at the end of the day, whether it's Jesse Marsh or if it's another manager who comes in, if you're a Canadian manager, you at least bare minimum have plenty of weapons in the shed to play with, right? Like if
Yeah,
you're like Trinidad's manager, you really don't have much. There's only so
yeah.
much you can do, and you just got to pray that you're going to get results. But Canada have a really good team. I think their starting 11 is just as good as the United States. Starting
I would
11,
agree.
band for band. The depth, I don't know if anybody's depth is really that good in CONCACAF, but they do have a lot of promising young pieces. Nico Sigur stood out to me at the Gold Cup. Nathan Saliba looks like he could be something. Ali Ahmed's young. Bombito's 25, I want to say.
Yeah, I think 24.
Everybody right now is entering their peak. That's important. So I think in the next 5 years, they're going to be okay. I'm pretty
Hmm.
bullish. I do think that they will eventually win something. Um, they just got to keep the nucleus together, avoid injuries to key players. They'll get there. I mean, the Gold Cup was an
Yeah,
L, but I think they will get there.
yeah. I just think it's really unfortunate for them that there's so long between like a different competitive tournament. Like it's almost a shame that they're hosting because we can't see anything else between them besides just friendlies. I would have loved to see more qualifiers and whatnot. They do
Hmm.
have a great team. I just and maybe I'm thinking a little too short term here, but I just do get worried that we're going to see also like a Jamaica situation with them. Like Jamaica has long been on the cusp of being really good, like being a top 4 team, because on paper they have like that caliber of player. Uh, Jamaica, this is a pretty rough comparison, but Jamaica, haven't won anything. They haven't done close to winning anything really convincingly, at least, and have not performed anywhere as good as they should be doing. Canada, I just get a little worried that at some point we're going to be talking about them in the same way that like Canada has, and same thing with Belgium too, is like, like they could be really good, but they haven't been doing anything. And we also take into account the rest of CONCACAF, right? And I know you guys just did a video on this too. Is CONCACAF getting better? I think so overall. I think so. So, they have to compete with the Mexico and USA arguably getting, or Mexico getting better. USA is just there. And other teams, Guatemala's entering into the fold. Panama's doing what they're doing. Costa Rica might be coming back a little bit with Piojo. I just get a little worried that Canada might not be able to do too much moving forward. And then we're going to look back on it and kind of be like, we expected a little bit more. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I have too high of expectations for Canada, but it's a little bit of a worry for me.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I would argue right now that this Canadian generation has already done more, though, than prime Jamaica, whenever that even was. Are we talking like 1980s? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 90s, not 80s.
Yeah,
sure. I think like if we look at how Canada has performed in competitions versus Jamaica, I would say that even if Canada wins 2 games to the next World Cup, one of the groups, maybe 2 in the group stage, they go out on a round of 32 would kind of suck. But if they make the round of 16, they've already eclipsed anything Jamaica's ever done. If they win a Nations League, they've already eclipsed anything Jamaica's ever done.
Yeah.
The Gold Cup, they really freaking needed this trophy because then we don't even have to have this stupid argument, which it's not even an argument. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying that there are some Caribbean football fans who frequent my channel from time to time, and they keep telling me Jamaica's good. And I haven't seen anything. I think comparing them to Canada is a little insulting, actually, to Canada. I think Canada's clear in honestly every way.
Okay. Valid. I mean, yeah, like right now, right? And again, I'm trying to stay as optimistic as I can with Jamaica. And who knows? I mean, I could sit here and say they qualify for the World Cup. Maybe they're a much different team by then. They bring in dual nationals. I don't know. But it's more like the situation. I just think Canada could become victim to that one day. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
You're saying if Jamaica recruit an entirely new starting 11, they might be good?
If Jamaica gets an entire new federation, an entirely new team, an entire new head coach, with maybe an entire new home stadium, yes, there you go. Yeah,
maybe if they conquer a fellow island, just like move Jamaica somewhere else, then maybe I would agree they might be back.
Why haven't we thought about that? Like let's get into like geopolitical issues and strife for the betterment of the team. I mean, Jamaica takes over. I don't know, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Trinidad, Tobago. Those 3. It's a fantastic team. It's a fantastic team.
I don't know if I'd go into Haiti right now, but yeah, I mean, I see your point.
Yeah, true. We'll get
I'd be staying away from that. I don't know if that's the island right now, but
Haiti's going to be playing their home games in Curaçao. Oh, hey.
Oh,
there you go. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that.
Wait till the Saudis do that, or China started building islands. I think Jamaica just needs to build a new island.
Yeah, Saudi was doing that too. Let's think about this. Every Jamaica video we do, one of us says, put us in charge. And this is just another one of those reasons to put us in charge of the JFF, because I think it's a lot better.